Hello everybody, here today I'm going to do a driving video with the Ford Crown Victoria. It is about 20 to 9, so a bit of an evening drive. I know in the last video I did someone ask for a driving video. I'm just trying to set my phone up so it doesn't fall down, but I'm really not going to promise anything because it's not very stable where it's sitting, and no radio because of copyright, so you're just going to have to listen to the sound of the engine. I don't know if I'll have a whole lot to talk about. The Goodyear Eagle RSAs are a little noisy on the highway. I am planning on replacing them when the spring comes. I'll probably pop off the highway here soon anyway, so that way it's not noisy the whole video. But yeah, like I said, the car drives great. Haven't had any problems with it recently. I probably won't bother replacing the blend door actuator until next year, because I do heavily plan on storing the car for the winter and just buying a winter beater. So don't expect any Crown Victoria videos over the course of the winter time. They won't be happening because the car will be locked away in storage, so not getting exposed to the salt thing. I can't speak, thankfully. Like I said, these Crown Vics, they get about anywhere between 18.5 to 19.5 mixed driving, straight highway anywhere between 21 to about 23 and a half, and just straight up city is going to be between 15 and 17 for P71. The LX you can expect a little bit better, depending if you have hills in your area or not. If you have hills, expect to get worse gas mileage on average than a P71 because of the taller gearing. You know, have to shift down to third a lot more. Yeah, I'll be really happy when these Goodyear Eagle RSAs are gone. They are not a good tire. So if you guys own a Crown Victoria and you're looking for replacement tires, do not, I repeat, do not purchase yourself Goodyear Eagle RSA tires. Yes, they are what the police use, but that does not mean that they are a good tire. They're crap. Their dry traction is okay. Their rain traction is garbage, and the road noise is high. They're not good tires. I bet a regular all-season tire is going to perform just as well. Not to mention, the only good thing about the tire really is that it has a decently good sidewall, so you can whip it around a corner a bit better. But any regular all-season tire with the bare minimum of an H or V rating is going to perform just as good as these or better. I highly suggest not purchasing yourself Goodyear Eagle RSAs. I have heard that the Firestone Firehawk GTZ Pursuit tires are a lot better if you want to stick with the Pursuit tires. I'm not. I'm personally going to go for a Cooper Sport tire or a Michelin Sport tire when the time comes next year, because they will probably be a bit better than either of those. So just a little tidbit for you guys that are wondering. Even the police, the Goodyear Eagle Ultra Grip for the winter, it is an okay tire, but it's really just made for the winter, so it'll be noisy during the summertime. So that's something to keep in mind. And the speed rating is one grade less than the Goodyear Eagle RSA. So like I said, as long as you get an H rated or above, they are speed rated for the maximum speed that a Crown Victoria can do, which is, I think, rated at 127 miles per hour for a 327 locking differential, which is what I have. And the 355s, I think, are 124 or 121. Don't have a whole lot to talk about this video, honestly. Like I said, just figured I'd take you guys for a quick spin with the Crown Vic because I haven't done one in a while. I think I only have one actual driving video with this Crown Vic. I know I have a couple with the other one, but not with the P71 yet, so this is only the second driving video. Like I said, I really don't know what videos to make for you guys with this car, and if you have suggestions, please do post them in the comments, because I don't know what you guys want to see. I do plan on keeping the car stock, but hopefully I'm getting a new left front fender to rearrange the front end a little bit, and I'm probably getting the car painted black or straight up white in the spring. I'm thinking black. You guys take a vote in the comments. I don't think I'm going to stick with the original gray though, but I'm honestly thinking a nice fresh black would be great, especially considering that I don't plan on having this car next year as my daily driver. It'll just be a car that sits in the yard and I drive it like 5, maybe 6,000 kilometers a year. I do not plan on driving the car that much. I want to keep the mileage off it and nice and low. The minute I go and buy an older Honda Civic or Corolla for the winter, I do not plan on driving this car very much. I really want to keep the mileage as low as I can. I want to keep this car as in good shape as I can, because it is in good shape. Yes, it has a touch of rust on the underbody, but it is extremely clean for being a rust belt car. So I want to keep the car in nice condition as I can, because I guarantee you in Canada, Nova Scotia, I'm not going to find one in this condition again. So it's paramount that I keep the car the way it is. Now, if I go to British Columbia where they haven't used salt, yes, those cars are probably going to be in better shape. But generally speaking, this car is in excellent condition for being in Canada, Nova Scotia, and there's no reason not to store it because of that. The last guy stored it the last 4 or 5 winters that he had it, so I'm going to continue with that to make sure that it stays in great shape, because I really, really, really want to keep this car in the condition it's in. Especially where they don't make them anymore. Like I said, getting a good Crown Vic has come very hard. It's not an easy task anymore unless you live in a non-salt belt area. And even then, a lot of them are getting a little bit beat up from petrol usage. So it is what it is. The reality is they don't make them anymore, and eventually no Crown Vics will be on the road at all. And a lot of people come up to me and it's funny, they go, oh, they must think you're a cop. But the answer is, no, they do not. They don't think I'm a cop at all. I mean, the Crown Vics aren't in use in here anymore. The last Crown Vic was retired right before the winter started. So people don't look at these cars around here as a cop car anymore. Even Halifax police, they retired their car last year, their last Crown Vics. They had 3 of them left, they're all gone. So, like I said, when you buy Crown Vic, don't expect people to think you're a cop. You will have some comments because people do find these cars cool. They're like, oh, it's an old cop car. They might ask you where it came from or whatever. Like, you'll get questions like that, but you'll get questions because people think your car is cool, not necessarily anymore because they think it's a cop car. And to me, that's kind of a cool thing. And nice. I'd much rather people come to me because they think the car is cool rather than, oh, they think you're a cop. Like I said, on the highway, it's nice. Sometimes you come up on people kind of quick. They will move out of your way and whatnot. If you're going a little bit above the speed limit, they will move because they think it might be a cop, but 9 out of 10 times they don't, and they will pass you without issue. So, like I said, it's kind of good to not have people go slow in front of you anymore. When I bought the Grand Marquis, if any of you remember that car, the green one I used to have many years ago, I think 5 years ago now almost it was that I had that one. Anyway, when I put the black grille on it, people actually thought that that was a cop car a lot, and it had the black steel rims too, and it was green. It wasn't even Crown Vic, it was Grand Marquis. I had one person pull over for me because they ran a red light right in front of me, and they pulled over at the next corner because they thought I was a cop. I didn't flash my headlights or nothing. I just got right behind them because I was next in line, and they just pulled over. And people thought I was a cop in that one because the RCMP still had Crown Vics. And I will say this, like I said, having people think you are not a cop is better than people thinking you are a cop. I'll just leave it at that. It's much nicer being able to do the speed limit. I I know one thing, I do like this dark gray color a lot better than my silver that I used to have. Like I said, please comment. What do you want to see as far as Crown Vic videos go? Because I don't really feel like there's a whole lot to do, or I don't plan on modifying the car at all. I really just plan on keeping it the way it is. Ran it through the car wash today, where you just spray it yourself. That thing friggin' leaves so many water spots on your car, it's not even funny. If you have a white car, I guess it wouldn't matter, but frig. I will say, if I get it painted white, it'll be easy to look after, but I don't really think getting a white Crown Vic would be nice, because almost every Crown Vic out there is white already. Wouldn't make much sense. Like, I actually feel like I would lose value on the car by painting it white. Not that I plan on painting it to gain value, but it's just an example. Like, if I was to paint it white, right now I could probably sell this car for anywhere between $3,800 to $4,500. It is one of the cleanest police. It's probably the cleanest police interceptor that's been on Kijiji in years, or lowest mile, that is. There was a very clean one not a couple of years back, but you're really not going to find one of this shape in idle hours. 192 idle hours. That's it. Good luck for 80,000 miles. There's only one hole on the roof, and that was plugged. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm really conflicted. So, let me know if you guys want white or black. I honestly think black would look really sharp as long as they keep it clean, which is going to be hard, but I think it's worth it. Another thing I plan on getting is fresh headlights, I think, because the current ones on here are a little faded. It's a very easy job to replace them. I can probably even do it myself. Only problem is the hood mounts are seized right now, so... or I guess not the hood mount seized, but the piece that you can control the height of the hood. So like, I can make the left side sit higher, the right side sit higher. Those of you that drive Crown Vics know what I'm probably talking about. They haven't been used in so long, they're just kind of stuck right now. So I have to use the WD-40 and unstick those. I know I'm glad that I purchased the car, for sure. I know if I didn't purchase this car, the other guy, it doesn't really seem like he did a whole lot of extra maintenance. Yeah, he did his oil changes, but that's about all he did. Like, he didn't drive it at all. He drove 12,000 kilometers. Think about that. 12,000 kilometers and a little bit in 5 years. Or 4.5 years, I guess it was. That's insane. That's not even 8,000 miles. So, he really didn't do a whole lot of extra maintenance besides oil changes, so I had to do the coolant, do the transmission fluid, did the oil. So, still have yet to do the brake fluid. It looked really good when I did look at it, or the power steering did, and the brake fluid actually looks pretty good, so I'm not too worried. So we might have done those, but yeah. Yeah, this car's rattle-free. Oh, I think I really lucked out with it. I've got 3 tiny holes in the interior on the dashboard. And that's it. I have a radio mount, which is common in every Crown Vic, and then I have a really tiny one underneath one of the vents, which you don't even notice unless you're really looking for it. I know, and it's funny, a lot of people ask me, why the hell are you storing a Crown Vic for the winter, right? But those of us that drive them, we can kind of attest that they're nice and kind of fun cars to drive, because no matter what you hop into nowadays, there's nothing similar at all to a Crown Victoria. They truly are a one-of-a-kind car. So having one to save for the future, or just keeping it in good shape, is fine by me. I mean, like I said, they're they're getting rare. No, they're not worth anything yet, don't get me wrong. Like, the most a Crown Vic's even really worth these days is like $4,500 on average, and that has to be really clean and lower miles to support it. But generally speaking, like, yeah, this one's in good shape. They will be worth something in a long time, but not in the next 5 or 10 years. But hopefully I can keep this car that long. I plan on it, I want to. I mean, I'm not going to find another one in this shape, that's for sure. Not unless I move across the country, but that's not even worth it. I did actually think a couple times about either bringing one over from Ontario, because there was a car dealer there that kept them in good shape, but nah. And then I also thought about maybe the States at one point to get a really clean one, but even then, by the time you pay your import fees and pay the Canadian conversion to the US dollar, it's gonna cost thousands of dollars just to get it here, and the taxes and conversion. Like, buying a $5,000 car, by the time you get it here, it's probably gonna be $75,000, $80,000. It's just not worth it. I'm almost, now someone throat punched me if I'm stupid here. I'm almost thinking about going to Mako and getting a quote for the paint job for their mid-range one, for the black or the white. I could be really dumb on that though, so I'll see. I'm gonna ask a couple local shops first, I think, just to see what they'll charge. A couple that I got recommended. I don't want to go spend like $3,000 on a paint job. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do want to keep it under $2,000 at most if I can. I know this car looks good, but like the one I'm driving now, but when you get close, it has a ton of scratches. It has a lot of, like, I don't know what the last owner did or whoever did before that, but it looks like someone took one of those touch-up pens and tried to go over all scratches and everything, and it just does not look good at all. Like, the paint job's still okay, but with all that crap and the paint pen touch-up, it bothers me. Gets my OCD going as far as cars go, because I'm a little OCD when it comes to a vehicle. Now, when I pick up a beater car, I'm probably not going to be so OCD because I'm not going to care about it that much. I'll still do the maintenance and everything, but Crown Vic's where it's at for me. It's going to be my car that I just want to keep. I mean, you got to think in 10, 15 years, you can put a Crown Vic into a car show, and I know that sounds funny, but you'll be able to, because there won't really be any left to put in a car show besides whatever you're driving at that point. I understand in the non-Rust Belt areas, Crown Vics will hang around a little bit better, but around here, good friggin' luck. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end my driving video here. I've almost been going on for 20 minutes about random crap. So like I said, drop a comment, drop a like, drop a comment about what you want to see with this car or whatever. Yeah, I used to have 2 Crown Vics there for that whole 3 days. I did a video with it, and then it sold right after, so that was good. Glad I didn't have to hang on to it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, whether it's on these videos, my Let's Plays, or my Winstow Cup Racing videos. They are fun videos to do, whatever they are. So thank you guys for watching, and hope everybody has a great night.